Hi everyone, welcome back to this short video, this second video in which I'd like to show you how you can use different elements of the dashboard on the Padlet website to make good use of the walls that you may create using Padlet. Some of the features are fairly self-explanatory, like the home page, and here you just click there to create a new wall. Very useful feature is this one, the third one down. If you click that, you'll see you've got a list of all the walls that you may have made. So if you click here, you'll see that will take you to a wall very quickly. That's the one we were on. So that's a very useful feature. Here you've got a list of all the different ways in which you can share a wall with your students. You can share it, export it as a PDF, print it off. You can embed it into a web page or a blog. And a very neat feature is right down the bottom, you'll see here you've got that Padlet creates a QR code for you as well as a link. So lots of different ways in which you can share a wall with your learners. Click on the eye and you just get the date when the wall was made, as well as the number of posts. Here is a very useful summary of the different features, different tools you can use to create a wall in terms of building a wall, reading it, writing adding posts, how you can format them using keyboard shortcuts, as well as adding multimedia. So a very useful guide there on how to use Padlet. Right down at the bottom, the little gear wheel takes you to some terrific features really. You'll see here that we've got an option to change the title. So we could call this wall, hasn't got a title at the moment, so we could just call it test wall. We could just call it how to get started with Padlet. Okay, then here you can see that we can add a little icon that appears right at the top left there next to the title. If we click on the address, you could see there's a way in which we can personalize the web address. So if I were to be using this as a resource as part of a teacher training workshop, you'll see that I can add a suffix to the web address to make it easier to share with students. I'll just take that out for the moment, but that's a terrific little feature. Otherwise, the kind of standard web address at the top there is fine. If you send it electronically, that's fine, but if you have to read it out to students, you may want to choose one that's easier to write on the flip chart. You've got some privacy functions there, features there, where the default setting is to create a wall with a hidden link, so you just need to get hold of a link and then share that yourself, but you can explore other ways in which you can keep the wall private or different levels of privacy. A neat feature here is to do with the layout of the posts. If you opt for freeform, which is the default setting, they just appear as students put them onto the wall, but actually if you click here, stream, it organises the posts in a linear format, which can be quite a useful way to depends on what kind of feedback you want to get from your students. Sometimes it can be useful to have them presented in that form. And last but not least, you've got here, when you click wallpaper, you've got lots of different ways in which you can change the background to your wall. So you've got lots of different options there. Okay. So, and then right at the top, under Profile, you've got again a little summary of the title and the description of the wall. So that is just a quick tour round the key features of the dashboard, but I hope you agree that Padlet is a super little tool that you can use to quickly create some blended learning tasks that have multimedia features and are very easy to share with your learners.